And then when I see his face, I was surprised because you will see the story of that poster and what he's going to say. Yeah, he's more mature in work than he looks. That's all. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I will read prepared texts because I'm a little nervous. So, greetings. Thank you for coming here today. My name is Mykhailo Skop. I'm an artist from Lviv, Ukraine. I'm making board posters, multimedia installations, easel graphic, and so on. But today I want to tell you about something special. It's about the thing people never cherish, but still value more than all the treasures of the world combined. I will speak about freedom. This work was made on the 1st of March. It was the first week of war unfolding. In awe and shock, the whole world was watching how Ukrainians opposed the world's Third Army. No one believed in us then, but we made it this far and still make it while we talk here. But back then, we had nothing to fend out Russian air raids, so their bombs were raining daily on peaceful Ukrainian towns. Homes, hospitals, schools, and so on became the mass graves for thousands and thousands of ordinary people whose only guilt was being there. We were crying for help desperately, but the world's most powerful leaders were afraid to provoke Russia into more atrocities. But what was considered the worst atrocity than mass murders, rapes, and tortures of thousands of men, women, and children, attacking the US country, of course. Crying for help, we know now we've been left alone with sadist maniacs. Really, it's literally true. That's why the writing says not close the sky, but hold the sky. This slogan originated in 2014 when the revolution of dignity was happening in Kiev, when Russia backed squads of police and paramilitary were shooting people on the streets, where people shooted the word when calling people to barricades, to keep the sky from falling, to have the sun of freedom back in the Ukrainian sky. Our soldiers are protecting Ukrainian skies with their bodies, and many heroes fell on the battlefields. We need more weaponry. We need it really bad. Suppose some of you think that military support is unnecessary. In that case, you could try to fend off the bombings and nuclear terror with smiles and fairy tales about world peace. The only thing you'll achieve that way will be making the Russians happy, because they will conquer you without much effort. But we stand. That's like a portal of an ancient temple that leads into the new dawn. If you ask me what's the reference for it, I can tell that it's St. Pantelemon's Cathedral in ancient Galish. It was built in 13th century. It's a time when Ukrainians was fighting against Mongol Tatars. And do you recognize the situation? As now, we was fighting to protect all, not just us, but all Europe, all freedom world against terror and inhumanity. So it's a symbolic one for me. Suppose you ask me why it called the piece the Ark, not by sea. You see, it's like an ark to the temple, but Ark, but like a big ship. In this case, I tell you next. Those days in Ukraine, it does not matter who you are, leftist or rightist, atheist, Catholic, feminist, or queer, socialist, or conservator, and so on. It doesn't matter at all, really. We are all in this together, sailing through the storm of blood and fire on board a modern Noah Ark. So, thank you, and I'll glad to answer for your questions. And please support Ukraine.
Thank you very much. If you have some questions about
How do you disseminate these posters? Where do you put them in Ukraine? How do they reach people in this situation?
In a different ways. Thank you for your question. In the first way, I have a lot of friends, such Lviv Contemporary Gallery, and I give them the files, and they print it and took to some streets in Ukraine and in Europe and all over the world. In another way, I do it by myself, and in another way, I have a virtual shop where you can buy this one and other of my posters, and all money I give to charity, to charity foundations like Voices of Children, like another one, a lot of charities, and also I have to tell you that when you do some charity for Ukraine, it's very good. I'm very glad for all dollar, for all euro, it's very cool. You really help us. But do you remember that stuff that I talked about 2 minutes ago? Many Europeans thinking that you can speak with aggressor, you can speak with terrorists and make some compromises, and if you took your weapon and give it to us, you making war the biggest and biggest. It's not working like that. We need help, not just for kids, not for women and so on. Yes, we need a lot of money for civilians, but the simple thing is that when we just together, really just together, we will not do it by just by ourselves. When we will default the Russia, in this moment, we will not need any help to civilians. Immigrants, hurt people, created by the war. And the one way to end the war is to defeat these terrorists. It's not a Hollywood film where you can take one great man, he will go and kill Putin. No, it doesn't work like that. Just together we can do it. And if you don't believe me, remember that in the first days of war, everybody thinking that Russian is huge, Russian is very powerful. It's a shit, really. It's just marauders with great guns, with nuclear bombs and so on. And civilization is more strongly because we are together more powerful, because democracy is a connection of free people, and it's stronger than any terrorist state. Thank you. Maybe.
Thank you very much for being here. Please do come back and visit the exhibition in your piece. And thank you very much to our guests today. It was great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.